Hello, I am coming at you as a former H3 fan, a fallen, if you will. I do not intend to send hate towards anyone, not even the clients, and my intention is to point out the hypocrisy, the lies, and the cognitive dissonance. I am an absolute no one. My opinion is purely based on what I have seen, heard, and understood from the publicly available clips provided by Ethan and the hundreds, if not thousands, of hours I have spent watching their content as a fan for the most part. So in this video, we will have Ethan being a jealous, petty little bitch about one of his beloved crew getting a sponsorship independently from the pod, meaning the clients don't get a cut of that money. And boy, they are not happy.
You're working with them and you're going to, make some money. Go for it, But the part that made me start raising an eyebrow was when they started taking out ads with Sam on our show via YouTube.
Okay, so Ethan believes that this company is taking advantage of Sam and is only using her to get to his audience, essentially cutting out the middleman, which is Ethan and Hila, to avoid paying a higher price for advertising on their show. It never occurs to them that this could be an individual partnership that has absolutely nothing to do with getting in on the H3 audience. The clients are just really mad, so mad that they actually attempted to essentially steal Sam's individual partnership and relationship with this company in order for Ethan and Hila to financially gain from it instead of Sam. So let's take a look at the type of content that Sam was producing with this company in question.
My guest, Sam Temple. Amazing do-it-yourself, creator. You're on the H3 podcast.
OCD has impacted every aspect of my life because I actually didn't know that I had OCD until I was 21 or 22. I was in talk therapy for so long with talk therapists who were just like, oh, it just sounds like really bad anxiety. I wasn't receiving any specialized care at that point in time.
How did you find the help that you needed?
I saw a psychiatrist for the first time. This was the first and only doctor that had ever told me, I don't think it's just anxiety. I think you may actually have OCD. When I got diagnosed, I was in denial for a long time because I was like, I'm not a tidy person. I'm really messy. I don't have OCD. I don't wash my hands all the time. But she referred me out to NOCD, and within my first session, it was very evident to my therapist. She was like, yes, you have OCD. And I learned so much in my call where I was like, oh, OCD doesn't just look this one way.
And I felt like that's a little odd. It feels a little shady because they're backdooring our audience through Sam. And this is not a way that my business can continue to operate. I can't do it if everybody's taking sponsors and then they're running ads and then the show's not getting any sponsors. It's crazy. And now Sam says she didn't know, and I believe her. Sam says she didn't know that they were going to do that. So I'm talking about the company itself. And if it was just that, I wouldn't say anything. In fact, I didn't. Actually, what happened was I reached out and I was like, listen, if you guys want to work together, let's work together. But doing this whole thing is, in my opinion, it's just weird. It's just weird. I didn't like but anyway, so we talked. We had a good connection. We did it. We even did a spot. And everybody connected with it. And even the sponsor's feedback was that it did great and they were super excited. And they loved it. So what happened then that kind of surprised me is that when Sam left, and again, I don't think has anything to do with this. She doesn't have anything to do with it. But when she left, they gave us the coldest shoulder that a sponsor has ever given us. They're don't talk, basically we don't want to work with you anymore. Essentially, I don't know if they're alluding to me being canceled. They don't want to have anything to do with me, I guess. But what's weird about that, and again, I wouldn't say anything about that either. But I noticed on the comments on the last episode, that all the fucking comments are, here, check this out. Yeah, someone just said, I just got a Howie NOCD ad. Here, like, I don't know what's going on. The top comment is, I talk to my left foot more than my right foot. And I saw that before, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? I have no idea what this means. Is this something I said and totally forgot? Like, what is this? And then I go down, and everyone's like, NOCD feels like the official sponsor of this show with how many times I get the ad. I said, that's funny, because they said they don't want to work with me. They gave me like the coldest rejection ever. But yet they don't want to work with me. In fact, they were very rudely cold and shut us out. Made me feel bad, and Tom too, frankly, the way that they did it. But they want to run ads to capture our audience. Especially, and also with Howie, who's a friend of the show. So people go, oh, it's like an official sponsor, but it's not. They're actually, they're working with all these people that are near the show, running ads with them, but they don't have anything to do with me or the show, actually. It just feels a little fucked up.
So Ethan legitimately believes that this company is using, of all people, Howie Mandel to get to Ethan's audience. Like somehow Ethan is more culturally significant than Howie Mandel, who is an internationally recognized actor, writer, television host. No, Ethan, companies are out here plotting with big-name celebrities to get to your tiny-ass audience, in comparison to Howie's audience of, the literal world stage. I'll let this video run out. The content speaks for itself without needing to splice together sentences to prove my point or force AI to say something that doesn't exist. Ethan is the biggest tell on himself. He says exactly what's on his mind, exactly how he's feeling, and I think that should be taken at face value, quite frankly. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you next time.
But then again, it gets even more intriguing. Let's see here. Yeah, exactly. My point is, yeah, it's cheaper to pay Sam, obviously, than it would be to advertise on the show. So, and also, it just puts a weird tension between Sam and me. Yeah. Obviously, if she like.
It's super. It would be unethical for a sponsor to do that. Basically, they should not try to
go after staff and then run the ads on the show. Like I said, you guys get sponsors and work with them. I think that's awesome, and I'm happy whenever that happens. But like, if it's a sneaky way to like pay less to advertise to our audience, that I'm not okay with. You know.
And I just want to say real quick: every time I've ever asked, either for a sponsor, TV show, whatever it is, I've always been told yes and encouraged by Ethan and Hila.
Thank you, AB. I love you for that. Yeah, I mean, Sam worked with like the vibrator people, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude, get the bag, girl. Like, get after it. But if they started running ads on the podcast with like Sam with the vibrator, I would want to know like what exactly is going on here.
Yeah, because at that point, it's a commercial that is related to us. To the show. Yeah,
exactly.
It should be going through the show. You know, it's just, they know what they're doing. As a...
Well, also as just as in a personal front, like, I know that I've done controversial things, and I've done my best to have the button and to change my behavior. And so for them to be like, actually, we don't have anything to do with you, which is essentially what they said, but we want to get your audience, so... It's like, well,
and the sheer volume really is impressive. It's literally like they are obviously heavily targeting our channel. Like the amount of pre-roll ads that people get for NOCD, it's like, it seems like that's one of the main ones that rolls for like everybody.
It's extraordinarily intentional.
But they want nothing to do with us.
Yeah,
it's weird. Very weird.
And then it gets even weirder. Here's a post that I saw. First, I saw this. This was brought to my attention.
Yeah, Madam Catacomb said, I get an OCD ad every single time I watch.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, I think, like, ultimately, I don't know how much we profit from that, frankly.
Somebody said they use the discount code. That's funny.
There you go. See, but that's even the point. Like, you're still using our discount code, but they don't want to have anything to do with us.
That's not what they meant.
What'd they mean?
They mean the sponsor used the discount code on us. This is a joke. They were making a joke.
The way they went about it, they're using the discount code.
They got a discount.
The sponsor is using the discount code.
The SAM discount code.
Yeah, right.
It's code SAM.
Right.
Got it.
Just a little goof.
Very funny.
Sorry.
So this was brought to my attention. Yeah, and I don't know how much we're making from that, but it just feels kind of fucked up. I've only seen this is from 3 months ago, so they've been at it for a while. And back then, I thought we were at the beginning of a nice budding relationship. I've only ever seen Howie's OCD ad before an H3 vid. Somebody noticed 3 months ago. So this is clearly like a organized, concerted, thoughtful effort. But okay, so here's where it gets even weirder. This was brought to my attention, and we go back into the world. This is the heart of darkness. This is like, if you've seen Apocalypse Now or read the book.
The horror.
This is like when you were going down the boat and you reach the center of madness. This is where there's cannibalism, human slavery, and it's just the horror, essentially. H3 snark, in other words. So here is from 52 days ago a post. I work for NOCD. We've received multiple complaints from our sponsorship with H3. Now, of course, anytime we get a sponsor, these guys, there's like 100 of these fucking lunatics that will band together and send the same email to all of our sponsors. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And it's so pathetic because like these people were never going to support the sponsor. They don't matter at all. They don't even care about the stuff that they're complaining about. They're only doing it to spite the show. And it's very fucking, it's a little pathetic and very annoying that this does even work sometimes because it's just so fucking transparently dumb. But I guess it's like 100 emails, I guess. Then that's the thing. But anyway, so this person says, oh, we got emails from NOCD. Now this is a snark mod team. To the sub, please refer to this post as if it were a blind item since there's no way us mods to easily confirm this. To OP, on the off chance that you are comfortable privately confirming this somehow without doxing yourself, please send us mod mail. Edit. Update. OP sent us very credible evidence that they work for NOCD. So according to them, somebody who works at NOCD is browsing H3 snark and posting there.
I'm deep undercover.
Which is a subreddit dedicated to not even like feedback, like just blatant fucking horrific harassment and like defamation.
It's just full-on harassment and bullying and just everything bad that you could think of.
And NOCD is like, they doing mental health? Well, they definitely found the right place. These people need lots of fucking help. For sure, but it is definitely ironic to be like, hey, let's get mental health going. H3 snark, rise up. Let's see, this is the same one. We have verified the OP does work for NOCD. The proof provided would be practically impossible to fake. Do they know the shit he has said about mental health? Maybe an email to NOCD to encourage them to look at some videos that Ethan has made and see if they still want to be associated with him. This is just, in my opinion, it just shows how bad faith they are. Like, I am so openly and unapologetically, like, so pro mental health. I'm like, I couldn't be more open about my struggles and like, what are they even referring to?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they're allowed to like straight up brigade. So they're doing like a very loud dog whistle being like, hey, let's put a compilation of Ethan. I don't even know how.
I mean, actually, like Ethan's openness about mental health has been like so well known on YouTube. If anything, he got so much shit because people were so ignorant about it when he started talking about it. He got shit for it. And Ethan was the one that's actually like bringing awareness to taking mental health seriously, going to therapy, taking whatever you need for it. So like the fact that anybody would say that is just beyond stupid. And the fact that a sponsor would listen to it is beyond stupid.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
The whole snark phenomenon is so pathetic that Reddit allows this shit to continue, because it feels like every snark subreddit leans into like straight up psychopathy in terms of like the harassment and the intention to try to ruin somebody's life. They do this to every fucking ad. That shouldn't, and like, I don't know why the fuck Reddit allows that. It's nauseating. Like, why?
I don't understand why Reddit allowed the snark subreddit.
There's nothing redeeming there. It's just literally the heart of darkness. Anyway, it gets even weirder, if you can believe that. Check this out. AB was browsing. It was you who saw this, right, AB?
Yes.
Guess where we found a NOCD ad? The only place we've seen it on Reddit. Incognito, normal, other H3 subreddits. A NOCD ad is being promoted on H3 Snark. Sam Temple discusses her history with Howie Mandel. If you're struggling with OCD, NOCD can help. Download the app today here. Promoted on H3 Snark. What the fuck? Now, as I understand it, I think the Snark loves Sam because she left the show, and because she put me in my place during the Cutie Cinderella thing with her expression. And again, this is all out of Sam's control. I'm just trying to give you context of why this might be an effective ad.
And as much as I love my H3 Snark girlies, I was just there because of the most recent sponsor bullshit. I was looking for the post that they made.
Nice.
Just to let them know.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Don't want to give them the satisfaction to think I'm scrolling through there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all know to stay away. Trust us. Yeah, I can't. You guys... Yeah, I can't read that shit, you guys.
No,
I mean,
yeah, I have pretty thick skin at this point. Like, I'm so beyond, like, caring about comments and stuff, but that's one place I cannot go to is the H3 Snark. It will ruin my life if I
We're
went
living
there.
in like an alternate reality.
The crazy thing is that they all make up stuff and they all believe it, and it's just like this crazy chamber of like insanity.
Dude, it's a psych ward. It's like One Flew Over the Cuckoo.